So remember when I said, so I guess this is just one of those channels that keeps having to apologize for not putting out videos. And here we are again. God damn it, Bruce! Okay, so remember when I said in one of my videos, and then there's weeks like this one, a lull week, where basically we're not shooting, editing's pretty relaxed, it's pretty minimal, and basically the client workload that we've got is relatively low. And lull weeks are both good and bad. And then I said I haven't been on a shoot for about 2 weeks now, and that's the least busiest I've been since the beginning of 2016, which is both nice and worrying. So yeah, it got a little bit worrying, and I've been in a bit of a bad spot recently. Well, to be honest, it's been both good and bad. On the good side, last month was one of the most successful months I've ever had. It was, in fact, the most successful month I've ever had. I invoiced 3 times what I would normally invoice for. And I also passed my 100 invoices produced, whatever that really means. And that's kind of crazy for what I do. I don't sell a product, I sell a service, so we're not turning over hundreds and hundreds of phones, we're turning over services. And for that, I'm immensely proud of what I've actually achieved, or to be honest, at least I'm trying to be immensely proud of what I've achieved. But you remember in my last video when I said, also on my to-do list this week is tax. Well, my tax return is now complete, and whilst my income has actually doubled from previous years, my expenses went up significantly. And this is to the point that although I've earned double what I earned in my previous year, I've actually taken home $1,000 less than I did the year before. And that, as you can tell, is unbelievably frustrating. So in the last couple of weeks, this has really put a downer on my view on the business. And it's not really been helped by the fact that I'm not actually shooting anything. My brain is not occupied, and therefore I'm concentrating on the negativity that's around me at the moment. So whilst I can put out a video that says, so for me it's really important that I use the lull week to its best advantages. For me that means chasing up invoices, chasing up new work, looking at old inquiries and chasing those up, and really getting your own business work done. When you get news about your business, it's hard. It's really hard. It feels like shitty progression. And if I'm 100% honest with you guys, then to be honest, it's taken me the last 2 or 3 weeks to actually kind of get my head around what's going on, because to be honest, this financial news really does make you feel quite wobbly. And let's not forget that I actually started this vlog to document whether this business was or wasn't going to make it by the end of the year. And we're only a few months away. Okay, so what's my messaging behind all of this sort of update? I guess I still want to be honest with you guys. I want to show and talk about the fact that despite all the positive things that happen when you run a business, it's hard. There are negative things too, and they shouldn't be underestimated. Remember when I said, this is what it feels like to me. Oh, I go the wrong way. Like this consistent kind of turning. There's no start, there's no finish. There's just this turning of constant days. Now that work structure is hard. It's consistently moving, it's consistently working. And when you lose momentum like I've done, it's really hard to pick yourself back up and get back on with it. And that's especially difficult when you work on your own like I do. Working in a team of one is difficult. You do so many different roles, and you still have to motivate yourself to do them as well. I know that people prefer upbeat vlogs about positive things, but the truth is that life and business isn't always like that, and I wanted this vlog to be reflective of that balance. I want people to know that yes, I built an amazing month last month. I work with some amazing clients. I'm proud of the work that I deliver. But all of that is in a balance. It needs to be reflective of. It's not without hard work, stress, and the pain that you go through as well as a business owner. Personally, I think the more positive outcome of all of this is that I actually have a direction to go forward. I'm going to talk about that in a different video, otherwise this one will be too long. Because, remember when I said, and this is where my next package comes in. It's specifically for social media, and I'm kind of in development, so I don't have 100% details to give you guys. Yeah, that package is pretty much there. It's kind of been worked out in my head, and to be honest, it's kind of changed the way that I want the business to operate. But it's kind of reflective of some of the stuff that I've been talking about anyway. So basically all this stuff has kind of come to a head with this in productivity that we've been going through. Anyway, as usual, that's probably enough ramblings from me. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the content that I'm putting out about my business and it's of interest to you, consider subscribing to the channel. And as ever, thanks for watching, guys.